Hey guys, my name is Gerald, and in this video I'm going to give you the top cryptocurrencies to invest in 2018. Now guys, I have to make a disclaimer here. I'm obviously not a financial advisor, and these recommendations that I'm giving out right now are really just based on my personal opinion. So make sure you inform yourself and make sure that you do your own due diligence before you invest in any cryptocurrencies. I'm giving you now 3 cryptocurrencies that I've personally invested in and that I think have great potential for the year 2018. But still, it's your call whether you invest in these or not. And obviously there are a lot more cryptocurrencies to invest in than the 3 that I'm giving you right now. So just to make this clear, let's get started. Number 1. POWR Ledger. POWR Ledger is a great project. Okay, what is POWR Ledger? It's a peer-to-peer lending platform for trading renewable energy. POWR Ledger has its headquarters in Perth, Australia, and has a very strong team in my opinion. Now, if we take a look at their team, which is the first thing I'll outline, you know, quite many Aussies on board here, and you can take a look, you can look these people up. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Bill Tai. I'm sure you know who Bill Tai is. And you can look these people up. I mean, overall, a great, very experienced team that they are working with. If we take a look at the technology, as said, it's a peer-to-peer marketplace for trading renewable energy. That means if you have renewable energy to trade, you can go onto their platform and trade it on there. And this is what you can use the tokens for as well. Now if we take a look at, I wanted to show you the timeline, which is the roadmap, however you want to call it. And there are a couple interesting things on the agenda for the year 2018. Now if we take a look here, we're now in the process of completing these things. Begin distribution of growth pool and technology layers transition. But then in the 3rd and 4th quarter of 2018, we have a couple of very interesting things. So first, asset germination event. Okay. Then marketing and partnerships. Now this will help with the expansion of the whole project. Okay. So getting partnerships is always a big step towards really getting the word out and really scaling things up. Now, if you take, it says here, as new applications are developed, potential application hosts will be targeted and or POWR Ledger may directly deploy the application. Now, POWR Ledger is currently focused on Australia, but obviously also targeting countries in Europe, South America, and I'm sure they have things planned for America as well. Now, what's also on the agenda for 2018 and 4th quarter of 2018 is the beta version of the new applications. Now, the beta version is a huge milestone really for us as investors, because we can expect a huge increase in the value of tokens. And you can see it's a begin beta test of autonomous asset management and near retailer and carbon trading applications. If we take a look at CoinMarketCap and have a look at POWR Ledger. Now what's interesting here, especially for those of you who just got started with cryptocurrency investing right now, I personally think this is not a bad time to invest in POWR Ledger for couple of reasons, okay? First of all, the current price is 75 cents a token, and the price hasn't been really much lower for almost how many months? Almost 2 months. Well, had a bit of a dip here, but then really about 2 months, okay? So if you got started in the beginning of January or mid-January, I mean, this is a great time to buy POWR Ledger at the discount. I obviously am pro POWR Ledger, so I believe, based on what we see here, right, what they have on their roadmap, based on that, I think we have really great potential, right? And I believe Now you can see this is a $276 million company in terms of token valuation. Now, do I seriously believe that this could go up to, say, $1 billion, $2 billion, maybe even $5 billion? I believe it can. Obviously, I can't make any guarantees, guys, but I think the chances of it going up to $1 billion or $2 billion are quite high. So if you bought it now at 75 cents a token, then, I mean, you could expect, I mean, you could place your sell order. You could take profit at maybe $2. You can take the first whatever chunk off the table, and then another at $3, which would almost be 4x, right? Yeah. So I think if you invested in this right now, you can definitely make, I would say, 400% return on your investment. I think that's very, very possible. And as I said, it's a good time to buy because we definitely are not trading too high at the moment. It has been lower too, that must be said. Right, you know, when the market crashed, it was lower. Now the total amount of tokens is 1 billion. The circulating supply is still quite low compared to the total supply available. We have about 36% of the total supply in circulation. Now there could be an argument for you to say, well, what if more of these tokens come into play? How will that affect the valuation of POWR Ledger? And obviously the more tokens are in play, the less each token will be worth. However, based on my analysis and the whole project and what's still on the agenda, I think this is a great project for you to invest in. So it definitely is worth the investment. Next up, we have OmiseGO, OMG, oh my god. No, it's not oh my god, it's OmiseGO. And let me give you some information about this first. So while OmiseGO is built on the Ethereum mainnet, okay, you can use this blockchain technology to conduct financial transactions. Now, if we take a look at market cap, coin market cap really quick here, it's currently trading at $14.13 a token. The total supply is 140 million OmiseGO. Then the circulating supply is 100 million. And the market cap is 1.4 billion at the moment. Now, another thing that's important here, quite similar to POWR Ledger, we can see that the price hasn't really been much lower for almost 2 months. And again, that's a very encouraging point for an investor because, as said, if you came in at the beginning of January, mid-January, and January, or even now the beginning of February, you know, you would have purchased this at a much higher price with the expectation that it would obviously increase in value, which it didn't since we had this really crazy bear run. And now it's, I think, a very good time to buy as well. And what are my predictions in terms of price? I think it could go up to at least $50 a token, which would give it a 3.5x valuation, 3.5x. So that would put the market cap to about 4.2 billion. I mean, that is like easily possible, okay? Like, to get the market cap to 4 to 5 billion, I don't think it's going to be a big problem. Okay, so if we take a look at their site, here again you can read what this is about. It's to unbank the bank with Ethereum is a public Ethereum-based financial technology for use in mainstream digital wallets. What's great about OmiseGO is that there's also still a lot of things on the agenda to be completed in the year 2018, which will most likely help in bringing up the valuation quite a bit. So what I'm looking for, and that's also really true for my personal investments and all these cryptocurrencies that I'm handing you out right now, I'm personally invested in all of these. I'm not suggesting you to buy anything that I'm not invested in myself, that I don't believe in myself. If we take a look at OmiseGO, it's a company based in Singapore. And if we take a look at the team, we can see John Hasegawa, a Japanese dude, and should be familiar to quite a few of you. In terms of the advisors, we have Vitalik Buterin involved here, which I'm sure everyone here knows. It's the founder of Ethereum. A couple other really big people here. Joseph Poon, I'm sure many of you are familiar with this name as well. And overall, a really strong, well-balanced team that can definitely do some heavy lifting for this project. Now, OmiseGO is currently operating mainly in Southeast Asia, in Thailand, in Indonesia, and also in Japan. So with that said, I mean, it has done a good job in building infrastructure in the Southeast Asia region. You can also take a look at their white paper if you're interested in learning more about the specifics of this project. I'm not quite sure how you can get to the white paper here. Here's the link, so you can open this up. English version. And you just read through it, really try to understand what you're investing in before you do so. Now here is something that's also quite interesting that we could point out here. The secret behind the building of OmiseGO's success and our focus on understanding and addressing real business needs in an easy, integrated, and secure manner. Leveraging in-house expertise in the payment market and experience in implementation and commercialization of financial products. And here again it said actually operating in Singapore as well, so Thailand, Japan, Singapore, and Indonesia, and it said the company is based in Singapore. And I haven't seen many bad projects coming out of Singapore. In fact, most projects out of Singapore make great companies. Okay, if you're looking to invest, I would definitely advise you to invest in Australian companies, Singaporean companies, Japanese companies, right? That's definitely a strong point here. In terms of valuation here, I think we have quite a bit of room left. And buying right now is definitely not a bad idea. And I would definitely aim for $50 profit a token. And another, I would say another part of my portfolio, of my OmiseGO portfolio, when it hits probably $70 to $90, then I'd be looking to sell most. 50 would be the first selling point, then 70 to 90, and then perhaps 100. But, you know, you play this game as you want. And this is just my personal opinion again. Here I have now the product page open, which explains a couple things. You can look through that. So what you can do here specifically is, here you can see you have access to OmiseGO Payment Gateway, credit and virtual cash card, top up over the counter, and direct debit. I mean, great utility. Absolutely. Real-time settlement. Here's the step-by-step process, how it works. I mean, I don't see how anyone would not use this, because it said utility is just amazing, guys, amazing. Same as in POWR Ledger 2. So that's why I definitely advise you that. My last top cryptocurrency pick for 2018 is Ethereum. I know, it doesn't come as a complete surprise. And some of you may be shocked now because Ethereum is like, oh, well, I just didn't really learn anything new. However, Ethereum is the god of cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, and the one with the greatest long-term potential of all. For a number of reasons, okay? First of all, most blockchain technologies that evolve right now are built or will be built, if they're not around yet, on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So the way this works, okay, with Ethereum, what's important to know is that anytime someone purchases an ICO, okay, most of these companies, they accept Ethereum as payment method. It's not Bitcoin, it's not Litecoin, it's not Ripple, it's not Dash, no, it's Ethereum. That's a very important point. Then secondly, what I wanted to point out with Ethereum that's also very important is that there are Ethereum markets. So you can trade many cryptocurrencies against Ethereum. Now, what is Ethereum? It's a decentralized platform that runs smart contracts. I highly advise you to take a look at their website, read all information that you can, and definitely have some part of your portfolio, some part of your total cryptocurrency investment in Ethereum for a number of reasons. As said, in case you're investing in ICOs, then Ethereum is definitely a must. In case you're trading, in case you're day trading, midterm trading, whatever it is, and for that reason, it makes a lot of sense to have it too. And another thing is, I think the growth of Ethereum is unavoidable because of so many new technologies being built on the Ethereum blockchain that the value has no other way than to go up. It's now a good time to buy Ethereum. I think it is. We had a decent dip. The high was 1,400, and now you can buy it for 870, which is a big discount if you ask me. And what I would do with Ethereum, I would just buy and hold. It's definitely one of these cryptocurrencies that I would buy and hold, simply because over time the value will go up, so you will make money from value appreciation. Plus, you're going to need tokens anyways for trading in the Ethereum markets, for investing in ICOs, for whatever it is, right? It has so much utility, so much great things that really can be done with Ethereum. This completes my video on the top cryptocurrency picks for 2018. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and in case you did, please hit the subscribe button below the video, and in case you have any questions, leave me a comment below the video too, and I'm more than happy to help you answer your questions. I see you in the next video.